With a decade of service as president and CEO of the Moorings Park Institute, Dan Lavender's passion is people. This passion has been the driving force in his success in the nonprofit senior living industry, as well as in his devotion to his wife and children and generosity within the Southwest Florida community. Committed to leading his business with integrity, Dan has learned that you must surround yourself with people that share your values.
I think the team that you're a part of is a very important thing. And if you're not in a team that shares your values, you probably need to find a different team no matter what the cost is. I have a strong value system built on my faith, but I'm also in an environment and an organization that shares a lot of those values.
When faced with obstacles, Dan has learned to rise to the challenge, unafraid to take risks or make hard decisions.
Dan's very forward-looking, and yet he does it in a quiet, professional manner. But I know, and you know, this place is twice what it was a few years ago, and he gets most of the credit for it.
Dan is analytical, but he's definitely a risk taker. The current management team here at Moorings Park is a group that is looking for the next best thing, not just for what the residents that we currently have are, but what are the future residents of Moorings Park? And Dan and his team are dedicated to try to find and develop the best communities available for those people to move into.
Time and time again, Dan puts his words into action, leading by example and always putting those around him first.
Moorings Park is very fortunate. Over our history, we received many accolades, but you will never ever see Dan take credit for any of them. It's always Moorings Park, it's always the people, it's always something other than him. But he really is a terrific leader and deserves much of the credit. And frankly, he's got a lot not to be humble about. I don't know too many people who can, in their own head, sitting across the table, negotiate a contract, build a budget for a new community, and at the same time work out his fantasy football team. That's pretty impressive.
Some of the telling moments are when there's a little controversy on campus about something or other. He's willing to take the heat and face the music and answer all the questions that people have. We have frequent open forums here every month, at least once a month. And we have an open forum where anybody can come in and ask any question or say anything. And Dan has a completely open door. And you know what? That is really rare, really rare.
He's intelligent, he's extraordinarily hardworking, he's a great communicator, and he has substantial integrity.
Beyond his devotion to the continued growth and success of his company, Dan's love for his family and the community shines brightly.
He is a terrific human being. He's a family man, he's a good religious person, he cares about people, and he is sensitive to the needs of those people. His mouth and his effort and his heart are all aimed in the same direction. For example, he took on the chairmanship of the Greater Chamber of Commerce here in Naples, Collier County. And he did that because he knew the county needed more vocational training than it has. He knew that mental health was underserved. And he knew that seniors, needy seniors, were not finding housing and losing housing and not able to have a good life. And so the chamber got behind a venture to get a sales tax passed that created opportunities for all three of those things.
So many things inspire me. I think the number one is people. I mean, all of my inspiration comes from people. We're all interrelated, and to think that you can have an organization or a life in an area and not concern yourself with improving the area as well as your own condition, I just don't think it works. I don't think that that's a model that works. Also, for me personally, I'm a person of faith, and certainly faith teaches me that to love your neighbor as yourself, which means to think of their needs as well as your needs, to live a life of sacrifice to make everybody better. And the strange thing is, I really believe that when you do that, your own joy and fulfillment increases.
He tries to do the best for people working here. We have scholarship programs that have helped many of the workers, people who work here, and their families. He's very enthusiastic about developing programs so people can better themselves on campus. He really shows from a personal perspective that he cares for people.
Dan's advice to students is simple. It's all about the people.
The advice that I would give to students is to surround yourself with great people. There are some environments you can't choose, but most of the environments you're in, you choose. Be very careful. Select for yourself mentors. Select for yourself great peers. Make sure you know where you want to go, what your value system is, and they support that. But also, just because you're a student doesn't mean you can't mentor others. I think that you'll find that you grow as much mentoring others as you do being mentored.
There's an adage in business that says if you want to be successful in a position or a company, there are a couple of things that are really important. Number one, you have to have a friend at work, somebody that you can bounce things off of, that you feel comfortable talking to, and sometimes that make you laugh. Secondly, it's very important that you have a boss that you like and you respect. If you have those two things, your likelihood of succeeding is much greater. In my case personally, I've been very fortunate that those two people have been the same person here at Moorings Park, and that's Dan.
Dan, suck it up. You don't like personal accolades, I know, but we are going to salute you tonight whether you like it or not, because you are, as the Moorings Park slogan says, simply the best. We're very proud of you, and we're very proud to be associated with you. Congratulations.
We do admire you very much, and we're proud to be a part of anything that honors you. We honor you as well.
Dan, congratulations on being recognized by the Junior Achievement Hall of Fame as this year's laureate. You are simply the best.
Dan, congratulations on winning this award. I can't think of someone who's more deserving than yourself. You are simply the best.
Dan, congratulations on being inducted to the Junior Achievement Business Hall of Fame. You really deserve it, and you are simply the best.
Junior Achievement of Southwest Florida is proud to name Dan Lavender to the Business Hall of Fame, Collier County.